Hello, my name is Yeohyun Ahn. Thank you so much for the Virtual Design Education Forum 2023 to invite my presentation today. I appreciate for attending my presentation too. Today, I will talk about new floral design plus code. Floral art employs flat materials and flowers to create a visually appealing composition or display. The earliest known flower arrangement dates back to ancient Egypt. Egyptians decorated with flowers as early as 2500 BCE. Gutenberg Bible. The Gutenberg Bible in the 1450s is the earliest major book printed using mass-produced movable metal type in Europe. It adapted illustrated flowers to value the printed book's high aesthetic and artistic quality. In the modern era, floral design professionally incorporates floral elements using line, form, space, texture, color, balance, proportion, rhythm, contrast, harmony, and unity. I was inspired by Marianne Benjes. She is a typographic artist and expressive illustrator in Canada. She was a guest artist when I was a graduate student in the graphic design MFA program at Melody Institute College of Art. If you see this slide, that you can see I want it all, using natural floral elements as a typographic art. New floral design plus code reinterprets traditional floral art into computational visual communication art. It employs mathematical expressions, computer algorithms, sound, video, and computer vision to implement mixed and augmented reality. It is a new visual generative system integrating computational floral arrangement, illustration, textile, typography, augmented reality, and mixed reality with floral elements. This narrative conveys diversified visual messages inspired by healing through art and exploring philosophical and religious interpretations regarding life, death, and love. In the beginning, this project began with this floral illustration, even flowers, that I created in 2019. I was inspired by a Korean contemporary Christian music, 꽃들도 even flowers, in Korean. 이곳에 생명수사나 눈물 골짜기 지나갈 때에 머지않아 열매 맺히고 웃음소리 넘쳐나리라. 꽃들도 구름도 바람도 넓은 바다도 찬양하라 찬양하라. In English, a fountain of life springs up here. When tears pass, sooner or later, it will bear fruit. The sound of laughter will overflow. Then I'm gonna go to the next slide. Originally, it was created for my solo exhibition, The Bible plus Code version 2, at Trinity International University in Deerfield, Illinois. This is my floral illustration by using processing. Processing is a basic programming language for artists and designers. Then if you see this simple code, there you can see setup function, screen size 600 pixel by 600 pixels, background 255, that's white. And if you see draw function, there is a simple for statement to repeat and begin shape and rotate each pedals. I'm gonna go to the next one. And I used the translate with the mouse X and mouse Y function. I used the scale function to randomize the scale of flowers. And you want to duplicate it to create density and complexity. The floral illustration embedded into geometric library of processing to create generative typography with the letter F. You can see. So you can see the transition computationally from a floral illustration into generative type F. And how I did, I used a tutorial code number 7 from geometric library of processing. Then, by using the sample tutorial code, tutorial number 7, then I added own custom code into the tutorial code using push metrics and pop metrics with the translate function. Then if you see that there is, you will put your own code here. Then I marked the code inside. I'm gonna go to the next one. Then you can see the output again. I'm gonna go to the next one. Then even flowers. This spring, I have updated this. The original flowers have added opacity to fit into textile design to collaborate with design studies at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It's a computational textile design using Bezier, vertex, and irregular patterns with random and scale functions. This is a generative type A and C using the previous computational floral illustration. It used the geometric library and seed font times New Roman. This project is evolving to a generative floral typography love. Go to the next one. Yes, it's real-time sound interaction with the sound library in processing. The scales of flowers and the stroke weight of love are responsive with real-time sound frequency using an embedded free sound clip. How I did? This is a tutorial code from sound libraries FFT spectrum. If you see that this is the tutorial code, import processing sound library at the beginning of the code, input start, at the end of the code, that ellipse, and size is the value of real-time sound frequency from the embedded sound clip that you will see. Yes. Then I use the same code and same principle to add into my typography love, that this typography is only responsive with the sound, real-time sound frequency with stroke weight. You will see. I'm gonna go to the next slide. Then, new floral design plus AR. AR is augmented reality. Augmented reality is an interactive experience that enhances the real world with computer-generated perceptual information using software, apps, and hardwares like augmented reality glasses or a web camera. Augmented reality overlays digital content onto real-life environment and objects. Now go to the next one. New floral design plus augmented reality is an immersive floral experience as augmented reality. Then I'm going to show you the next one, how I did. So this is mirror library in video library of processing. If you download the video library of processing, go to examples and you can find mirror.pdb. This is the tutorial. Then if you see this code that capture video, video starting, video read, color, also rectangular shape, that real-time video image is transforming to a two-dimensional real-time interactive shape with rectangular shapes like this. And I added my code for floral element into this video library that you can see the same page of video, video start, video read, and also begin shape and shape using rotate to create flowers. So computational floral illustration has been added into the tutorial code to create an augmented reality project. I'm gonna go to the next one. Floral design plus XR. XR is mixed reality. Mixed reality is a blend of physical and digital worlds, unlocking natural and intuitive 3D human, computer, and environmental interactions. Then this is my another generative selfies series that I use the floral illustration into my generative selfie project. Then you can see this is a floral design plus mixed reality using a surrounding wave sound clip. I use the same sound libraries for processing. You can see. What's next? Floral selfie plus augmented reality version 2. So this is my generative selfie using my profile images. And how I did. I used face detection library of OpenCV library in processing. It automatically detects the facial area of any photos. And using that library, I added my own custom code from, if you see the code, input OpenCV library at the end, again using push metrics and pop metrics, and I embedded my own custom code to create generative selfie. Then I'm gonna go to the next one. Psalm 23. Have you heard about Psalm? Psalm is a book of the Bible comprising a collection of religious verses, sung or recited in both Jewish and Christian worship. Psalm 23 is a sacred song or hymn, in particular any way of those contained in the biblical book of Psalms and used in Christian and Jewish worship. Psalm 23 is the 23rd Psalm of the book of Psalms, beginning in English in the King James Version, "The Lord is my shepherd." The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. I'm gonna go to the verse 4. Even though I walk through in the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And at the end of the verse 5, my cup overflows. It is one of the most popular psalms in the Bible. And at the beginning, I tried to use the whole scripture like this. Then it faced the readability issue on screen. And metaphorically, I use Psalm 23 to represent the moment typographically using black and white color scheme to remind us of a darkest valley, and letter B, another beauty on a darkest valley, and letter D. In computation, it's easy to switch the letter to any word. So I changed this one to death. Like, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And next one is, I switch death to love. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Then, do you remember this verse in the Psalm 23? My cup overflows. And this is a final version of Psalm 23, which I created this April 2023. Technically, all my previous typographies were limited in two-dimensional spaces to sustain the typographic readabilities. It is my first typography to use X, Y, and Z coordinators three-dimensionally. And I'm gonna go to the next one. This is another version to embed my Psalm 3 into face detection library with the title, You Are Beautiful. I always suffer from lacking of self-esteem, that I want to comfort myself with this floral illustration, You Are Beautiful. Next, more variations from the series of You Are Beautiful using face detection library of OpenCV libraries in processing. This is Floral Design plus mixed reality. Mixed reality, again, it's a medium consisting of immersive computer generative environment in which elements of a physical and virtual environment are combined. The title of this project is a Secret Garden. It's an immersive installation for the audience to interact with the generative floral illustration in a blank and dark space. Using face detection algorithm to recognize the audience's position, it uses computational floral illustration, computer vision with a web camera, and face detection library. It suggests another mixed reality with graphic art, interactive, and computer vision. This is from You Are Beautiful. Go to next extension, Floral Selfie, with the subtitle Frida Kahlo. Have you heard about Frida Kahlo? Yes. She was a Mexican painter known for her many portraits, self-portraits, and works inspired by the nature. On the left, there is Frida Kahlo's painting, self-portrait with a thumb necklace and hummingbird in 1940. The floral illustration is depicting her face, and to merge into the floral illustration into her face. And my generative selfie on the right is one of the homages to Frida Kahlo's paintings like the left. Hope. Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. It's my hope as a positive growing plural object in any negative situations. The word hope is growing and responsive with the embedded free windy sound clip. My hope is growing and being positive in a challenging time. Well, what's next? Then, this is a garden with hope. This is a co-creation with Scarlett, who is my 10 years girl. It is a play with computer vision, face detection, with a plural illustration, interactive media, augmented reality to mixed reality. It is a trans-disciplinary visual research that the rectangular shapes are signifier to show you where the audience play in the virtual space. That we have two different sizes of rectangular shapes. One is me and smaller is for Scarlett. She's a 10 years girl. That's why it's smaller. I'm gonna go to the next. This is another mixed reality with hope, with mirror libraries of video libraries in processing. I'm gonna go to the next. Floral Design CODE in classroom. I embedded my typography, even flowers, into class projects in Art 526 motion typographies and Art 356 coding for graphic design in the graphic design program at the University of Wisconsin-Madison since 2019. Embedding computational in typography education already exists, but still touching entry level of experimental typography outputs lacking or ranging with calligraphy, letter art, and typography. How we as design educators would offer foundational, essential, and evolving typography methodology, education, and solutions by using computation as an extension of the calligraphy and letter art. It is a generative typography system to create plural typography by using computation in graphic design education. This learning system for generative typography suggests graphic design typography education to explore illustrative and plural typography with the computer codes directly without long-term professional training in computer codes. So this is a class project from Art 356, Coding for Graphic Design. Week 1, Introduction to Processing. Week 2, Computational Drawing. Week 3, Computational Illustration. And milestone to learn how to use a geometric library, how to use right type choices, then one-to-one discussion, group discussion. And week 8, we have the final submission. So let me share some of students' work. So at the beginning, students explored how to create illustration reminding us of flowers in computation, and each student investigated to find a self-chosen typeface to build into their own computational illustration and learned how to apply these to their letter form in processing by using geometric library. And there's R and E created by Yuri Kim. Then this is created by Bevan Almopé. Then from his own beautiful computationally generated illustration to generative typography. The next one is, it is created by Mo Chen. He used a Chinese character flower, sunflower in Chinese. Then this is special character. Now go to next one. Also, this is from a portion of the poem Aristus by Edward Marcus. The poem discusses the coming of spring. In English, violet, already dreaming, will soon begin to bloom. Listen, the sound of a harp. Spring, that must be you. It's you I've heard. This is from a portion of the poem Aristus, Edward Marcus. And again, this poem discusses the coming of spring. Then you can see the color scheme. Also, it was exhibited at a senior graphic design exhibition in 2019 as a large poster measuring 84 inches tall by 168 inches wide. I'm gonna go to next. Then violet, already dreaming, will come begin to bloom. Listen the sound of a harp. In English, I'm gonna go to the next. Then you can see that you zoom in, you can see the beautiful details. And then this is a computational illustration from the class project 2 and 3 from the class. And this is sound interaction after generative typography project. This visuals is interactive with your mouse, and also if you press the R on keyboard, it increases the value of red. If you press G, and it increases value of green. Then if you press the key B on keyboard, that also you can increase the value green. And also we can eliminate the color, the stroke weight only. And this floral illustration was embedded into the letter A, capital A and small a. Then this is created from this spring semester. At the beginning, students create their own floral elements as flowers and embedded into the letter S computationally. Also, you can see this is created on the left, created by Henry Lee, and he's pursuing computer science major and graphic design minor. Also, there is Manisha Pillai, also she's a graphic design minor and computer science major. Then my class had diverse students from studio art, graphic design, and computer science. Also, this is created by a student, Erin Germano from studio art major. Love you. Then she reinterprets love you as textual, tangible object. I'm gonna go to the next one. How to finalize this presentation? I want to share the last scripture. And now, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. From 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from New International Version of the Bible. Then this is a Korean. 사랑해요 means I love you in English. Thank you so much for having me at Virtual Design Education Forum as a keynote speaker to share my trans-disciplinary graphic art and design in collaboration with creative coding. Any inquiries for my solo exhibitions, workshop, publication, presentation, that you can contact me to yaahn27@westart.edu. I'm an assistant professor of graphic design program in the art department at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. You can find more information at www.yeohyunahn.com or typandcode.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day.